been a minute since I've posted. I think it's been like 4 months since I last uploaded. I do want to get better, so that's the goal as always. Now, the last video I posted was a little summer cut update from the very beginning, from when I started. I think it was like back in March. So currently this is where I'm sitting at. I'm gonna do a little physique update here. So this is morning, fasted, no pump. Lighting's pretty good just from the natural sunlight here, but this is where we are sitting at. So waking up at around 176, 177 fasted in the morning. Current macro split: protein 210 grams per day, carbs are at 350, and then fats are at 55 grams. Sitting at around 2,700 calories, which is, pretty decent. It's still about 400 or 500 calories under my maintenance levels. I'm really just focusing on the diet. I'm not doing anything crazy as far as cardio goes. I'm training 5-6 days per week, doing like a push-pull legs type split. Sometimes I'll do like one single body part. Anyways, today I'm gonna be walking you through pretty much my day in the life, I guess you could say. So I'm gonna be showing you a full day of eating, all my meals that I consume, for those macros that I told you. I'm gonna be showing you a little push workout a little bit later. Gonna get some work done a little bit later, but I'm gonna start off with doing a little bit of chores, a little upkeep here in my place. Get ready for the day, and then I'll take you over to the first meal. So let's go get it. But first, check out this beautiful sunrise. So I get the sunrise from my bedroom. Natural sunlight wakes me up. Here's my manifestation, my vision board that I have. I know it sounds kind of cheesy and whatnot, and I used to honestly think the same thing. I used to think like the whole manifestation and universe thing, it was all like voodoo, BS, bullcrap, right? At the end of the day, like me writing this stuff down, I get to wake up and see my goals, see the things that I want to remind myself of, and I'm telling you, and I'll get into it a little bit later, but it works. It freaking works. Like if you write down your thoughts, if you say them out loud, you're creating a certain traction where eventually, if you put the actions behind it, it's going to lead to something. So for me, it's something that I've been holding myself accountable of. I have a vision, a goal, and making sure I go after it. In the past, I used to be very, I guess I would doubt myself. I wasn't really I wouldn't reassure myself, and never really got to do anything that I wanted to do. So that's something that I've been tackling on this year, as far as like self-improvement, doing things that I love to do, doing things that I want to do. So the last year it has been a whole transitional year for me. But yeah, just little things like this, and just being grateful, being able to wake up to this. It's a good reminder to, one, be humble, because all of this can be gone in a second. You never know. But for the moment, live in the moment, appreciate what you have. Yeah. Life's good. As far as like my getting ready routine, is nothing like too crazy. Honestly, skincare wise, I try to watch my skin, as much as I can. So I do have like lotions and cleansers and whatnot that, thanks to my good friends that are in cosmetics and estheticians, they hook it up. So they tell me what to use, because I'm a dude. I don't know what to look out for, how to properly clean my face. Apparently I've been doing it wrong all my life. So but yeah, no, overall though, like skincare, just trying to stay youthful. I'm 32 years old, so I'm trying to stay as young as I can for as long as I can. But this is what I've been using for like hair gel. I got it from like Amazon. It's called the Hans de Foucault. I know it sounds fancy, but got it on Amazon, good reviews. It's like a wax type material. You just grab a little bit, a little goes a long ways. Also use a little bit of this stuff right here. It's a little bit more like, it's a powder wax. So put it on, and then just slap it on. Boom. Gives it a little bit more firmness, a little bit more natural look. I don't like it when it's like super glossy or wet looking, so kind of helps out with that. Boom, hair did. For shaving, I don't really like skin shave because it like irritates the crap out of my face and my skin. So usually I'll do a little like stubble, so I'll use a little electric trimmer. Usually I'll either do like size 1 or just the pure shaver itself. And then depending how I kind of want to style it, but I'll do a little stubble shave around here just to make it look clean underneath. But yeah, that is all. I am ready to go. I am ready for the day. All right, serious question. How often do you guys wash your sheets? So I'm a dude, right? And I know growing up, I wasn't always the cleanest. You know, I've gotten older, so I've gotten a lot better at cleanliness. But I would say I clean mine about once a week, sometimes 2 times a week, depends, you know, on the week, you know. Of course, I'm trying to make a video here, trying to make it, what is going on here? All right, yeah, got it, found the corner. All right. So, but I'm telling you, like, I used to be a pretty messy person, to be completely honest. I used to, like, get up out of bed, not do my bed, and I was like, screw it, no one's gonna see it anyways, it doesn't matter. And then now, you know, fast forward, maybe I'm getting older and maturing. Nah, I don't think so, but, you know, I'm definitely big about, like, cleanliness now. It helps me out a lot with my own, like, mental, like, stress and anxiety. You know, that's something I, like, I don't know, when my place is clean, chores are done, everything's in its place, it gives me more, I guess, like, I don't know, just clarity in my brain for it to process. I already have like ADD issues as is, so yeah, comforter is in the washer right now, so I'll put that on once it's done. But yeah, this is my bed. What do you guys think? I went with the black, got the LEDs back there. It looks really cool at night, but yeah, all right, on to the next task. See, my ADD's kicking right now. I can tell. I'm trying to film this video, trying to do my bed. I gotta go cook now. Let's go cook. A bunch of veggies. Make sure they don't go bad, because my problem is I'll get like a bunch of like vegetables and like greens, and then I just let them go bad over time. So I'm gonna cut up all these vegetables, get them prepped. They'll last me like a few days, put them in little containers, and I'll just grab from the containers as I cook throughout, you know, the rest of the week. I will say, if you are trying to, you know, work on your diet and your consistency, the best thing, two big tips here is make sure you have your groceries on hand at all times, because then that will even fall into the excuse of, oh, well, I don't have my groceries, I'm gonna have to go out to eat, I'm gonna have to get DoorDash, and then you fall off, you know, your diet. So make sure you got your groceries, and then second of all, try to meal prep. You know, I don't really specifically meal prep for like days in advance as far as like making all my meals. I usually cook them on the day of, but I do have things that I do pre-cook that usually take me more time, and that way I know I have them on hand. So those are things like vegetables, making sure I have enough of those already chopped up. I don't have to take the time each day to like chop them up. Also, like rice, I got a rice cooker. I'll make a ton of rice that'll last me like about 3 days, and just keep repeating that cycle. So it just makes everything a lot easier, has everything, you know, everything you need is accessible, ready to go. That way you don't fall off your diet and make the excuse of, again, I don't have the food I need. Like, you got it, you already made it, so might as well use it and eat it. All right, so there is the final product. So I have a ton of veggies chopped up to last me pretty much the rest of the week. So I'm gonna put these in little containers, then I can put them in the fridge and then use them as I go. So this morning I'm actually gonna be, excuse the sink mess there, but I'm gonna be making some cream wheat, egg omelet. I'm gonna use just one egg, mainly all egg whites, some of these veggies up in there, and a couple other ingredients. But I'll show you the first meal once it's all done here. All right, so for this egg omelet, pretty much what I do first is I get the veggies. I got some diced potatoes in there as well. This is what I use for the diced potatoes. These are really good too. It's just literally just chopped up potatoes. There's no fat in it, it's just all carbs from the potatoes. So get them all nice and charred up in there, nice and cooked. And then I'll throw on the egg whites, the whole egg, cook it all up together there into an omelet shape, or attempt to at least, unless it falls apart like it always does. But yeah, that's pretty much how I cook it all. I'll show you the like all the ingredients here. So seasonings, I always make my food taste good. So always add sodium in there. So some sea salt, a little bit of Ms. Dash extra spicy for some flavor. I like spice as well. And then some ground pepper. All right, so here is the final product. Check it out, check it out. Doesn't it look so delicious? Because it is damn delicious. So here's the omelet that we have here with one egg whites, some avocado there to get some natural fats, And then I also put some reduced sugar ketchup on there. So I always look for reduced sugars, low fat type, items. That way I can save some macros. For the cream of wheat bowl over here, my mouth's getting watery as I speak, by the way. So this is gonna be my cream of wheat bowl here. Super easy to make. I literally just get cream of wheat, add some water, and then I stick it in the microwave for about 3-4 minutes. And then once it's nice and cooked, then I add in a scoop of protein, some stevia, some cinnamon, mix it all up really well so it's not clumpy. And then after that, I throw in some of this frozen fruit on here with some berries. And then just another item here. So this is reduced fat cheese, which I also put on the omelet there. So that is breakfast meal number 1. All right, check it out, check it out. So I'm about to down this amazing food. Look at that. Oh, yeah. I love eating what I eat, to be honest. A lot of people ask me, how do you eat the same thing all the time or eat healthy? Like, honestly, once you keep doing it over and over and over, for me, like, I look forward to eating these meals. Like my cream of wheat bowl, it's delicious. My it tastes good to me. And that's another thing there is you got to make sure that you're enjoying the food you eat. That way you don't fall off your diet. But it does take time. If you're coming off from like eating, garbage food all the time and then transitioning into eating clean for the most part, it does take some time for your palate to adjust, but trust me, you'll get there. So just like anything, consistency is key. Speaking of, when I do, start my mornings, eat my breakfast, I like to read one chapter of some sort of self-development book. This is what I'm currently on right now, this shift. So just a book about, looking at life in a different perspective, changing habits and whatnot. So I'll get this meal in, read a chapter, and then go on to the next part of my day. One bite, everybody knows the rules. Big bite. All right, so I finally put a shirt on, so you're welcome. We're not. And I'm gonna be taking my supplements before I head out of home here, get some work done. So I'll show you a little bit of what I take here. So digestive enzymes. Digestive enzymes will help you digest your food, get the nutrients broken down properly for you to be able to get all the nutrients from the food you're eating. So do some of that. Fish oil. Fish oil can help with a lot of different benefits, but mainly it's gonna be for joints. So my ass is getting old, so the more joint support I can get, the better. Vitamin C for your immune system. And then lastly, I take this ashwagandha gummies. Helps out with mental clarity, also with like stress support. Boom. All right, so cool thing about where I live at is this community, this building has everything I need for the day. I work from home. I do online coaching, personal training, but mostly online coaching. So I really just work from my laptop most of the time. So right now, just getting in the elevator, gonna go down to level 9, which is like the common space area. I'll show you here in a little bit. Gonna give me some coffee. We got free coffee here for the residents, which is a cool little perk there. But yeah, I'll show you here really quick. It's really, really cool. Check it out. So this is level 9, that's where the gym's at right there. So I'll be training there in a little bit. This is the common work area. So usually there's like people working and hanging out around here. It's kind of a ghost town right now. And here is the coffee machine. Boom. You guys know that cup. If you know it, leave it on the comments if you know where that's from. So we're gonna do some coffee there. Kona blend. Strength all the way. The stronger the better. All right, got fresh cup of Joe here. Let me show you really quick the outside view over here. So this is in downtown Phoenix, right in the heart of downtown. Look at that. So down there is the pool area. That's a jacuzzi. That's the pool there. Just grateful to have all this. Cheers. Oh yeah, elevator C. Elevator C. This is the cool elevator. There's 6 elevators here, and this is the fancy looking one. If you follow me on IG, I post stories in here all the time. They're a little douchey, but that's the whole point. Coming here, good lighting. You got a good pump. All right, but we're going to level 2 right now. Level 2 is where I like to work out of. So I'll show you really quick there. It's a little bit more open, a little more vibey. So this is it right here. We got all these co-working spaces. Usually it's pretty empty, which is nice because then I can just get my work done without no distractions. We have this little kitchen area over here. Look at that little music station. I end up putting my Bluetooth to that and playing music in here. Nobody really ever complains. Some more office spaces here. We got our friend Dom here. What's up, Dom? This is for YouTube, brother. You're gonna be famous, man. Any messages you want to say?
You also sign up with Coach Eddy.
Hey, sign up with Coach Eddy. There you go. That's all you needed to say, man. I'll pay you later, bro. All right, so we're at level 2 here, and I'm gonna get some work done. So as you heard Dom, right? I'm an online coach, so I do online coaching for people that want to get in shape ultimately. So lifestyle clients, pretty much anybody that either wants to build muscle or lose fat. And quick little update from the last time I posted. So pretty much all my life, I've been working a corporate job, mainly in business to business sales. And it paid great and it was fulfilling to a certain point. But I always felt like I can do more and wanted to do things that I was more passionate about. So last year on September, I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna tackle on online coaching, something I'm very knowledgeable in, fitness and health, and decided to make a business out of it. Took the steps, the action, and started the business. And then it's, started growing. It got to the point where I was also doing my corporate job at the same time. Then it got really difficult to balance out both. It got to the point where I started getting stagnant on both ends. I wasn't doing as good of a job at my corporate job, and I couldn't really grow more of my business. So about a month ago, I decided to take a leap of faith, built my business large enough to the point where I can, sustain myself. But I took the leap of faith and I quit my corporate job. So it's a huge announcement, huge, for myself. This is something that I've been working towards. It is a dream, a vision of mine. It goes back to the whole thing I said this morning about manifestation. If you have an idea, something that you're passionate about, put it out into the universe, take the actions behind it. But if you actually put in the work, take the time, now here we are 10 months later, and what I was envisioning, what I was wanting to do is happening. Why? Because I took the action. So pretty much what I'm going to be doing the rest of this time is updating client programs, going to do some check-in calls. Let's get to work. What's up, bro? All right, so you already met Dom. This is my boy Anthony here.
What's up, everybody?
Anthony wears sunglasses 24/7.
I'm
It's
blind.
one of his things. Hey, Anthony, you got anything you want to say? Maybe something knowledgeable, valuable? Anything? First things top of your head.
Never give up.
Okay.
Never give up. If you feel like you're going down a bad path, don't give up. Try to get out of that path and just focus on yourself always. Because at the end of the day, you're the one that's going to make this work, but you're also the one that could screw it up.
Dude, that was literally just the last shot. I was just talking about manifestation, working towards your goals, getting to.
There you go.
Yeah, and so this man right here, I owe him a lot. He's definitely helped me out with with making all of this work. So appreciate it, man. All right,
Absolutely,
I know you're busy, bro. So
I'll see you, brother.
Get to it.
Get to it, guys.
All right, check it out. So here we have a midday snack. So came upstairs really quick, grabbed this. That's the nice thing about living here is I can just run upstairs, grab some of my food, and then head back down, get back to work. But pretty much what we got here is a Greek yogurt bowl with a bagel. Kind of looks like a clown face now that I'm looking at it. So pretty much what I used was this Killer Dave's bagels. Love these things. And then Oikos 000 Greek yogurt. This stuff's delicious. No fat in it, by the way. Very little carbs and a lot of protein. So love this stuff here. And then for the bagel, for the toppings there, I use this reduced fat cream cheese. So again, saving some macros on the fat there. Normal cream cheese has a lot of fat in it, so a third less there, so that'll help out. And then sugar-free raspberries, so not getting all the extra sugar and calories from that as well. And then I drizzled it with a little bit of maple syrup on the yogurt there. Add a little bit of mixed berries and that crunchy stuff right there, forget to put it out here, but it's a rice cake. It's a caramel rice cake. So I just crumble it up. I put half a rice cake on there. It'll give it some texture, some consistency. Well, hello. Welcome back to my kitchen. So after long days of work, really productive day overall, so happy about the day. But I am ending pretty much my last main meal of the day here. It's gonna be a pre-workout meal before I hit my push day. But this is what we are working with. Look at that, look at that. I'm actually gonna bring the camera over here. So this is what we are working with here. So we got about 12 ounces of tilapia. You got 2 cups of rice there. What I use as far as ingredients and seasonings is just regular tilapia from Costco here. And then what I do for the rice, this is, usually I cook on the day of, because I like fresh food and then like to change it up. But there's certain things that I do meal prep. So for example, rice, I have a rice cooker, make a ton of rice. It'll last me about 3 days. So that way it's ready to go. I don't have to cook that. And then as far as like the actual seasonings, so I make my food taste good. And that's, honestly, that is key for like consistency. That way you're not like cheating on your diet because you're tired of eating what you're eating, right? So you got to make it taste good, and we need sodium in our bodies anyway. So let me show you some of the ingredients here. So pepper, some sea salt, or sorry, some Ms. Dash seasoning. This has no sodium in it, but I do add sodium from the sea salt here. And then what I do is I'll go ahead and season the meat there, and then I'll spray a little bit of this coconut oil. And what I do is my new favorite toy. I don't know why I didn't do this a long time ago, but air fryer. This thing is freaking money. It's worth every single cent. So I got it from Costco, $50. One of the best buys I've ever done. Again, I got this like a week or 2 ago, and I don't know, I was pan cooking everything and making smoke and a mess and more dishes and more cleaning, but this saves me a lot of time. Get this meal in, I'm gonna let it digest for a bit, probably about 45 minutes to an hour, and then I'm gonna go get my workout in. So I'm gonna do a push day. It's gonna be focused on chest, shoulders, and I might throw in a little bit of triceps in there. So stay tuned for that. Let's eat up. All right, check it out, check it out. So this is what I'm gonna be doing while I eat my food. I usually put on some YouTube, put something like motivational, like workout wise before my workout. So I'll do like some Sam Sulek sometimes, but Max Tooney I've been watching since I started working out. So it's a little bit over 10 years, which is like the beginning of his career. Someone I really like aspire to be like as far as like the content creating, always showed a lot of value, and it always helped me out, you know, kept me motivated. And guys like him, Christian Guzman, a lot of the YouTube OGs in the fitness industry. So that's kind of like where I get my motivation, you know, and that's why I want to get better at this whole YouTube thing too. You know, these guys have helped me out a lot, you know, throughout my years. And that's something that, you know, I hope to be able to do for, you know, whoever's watching, for you. So, you know, thanks again for watching this video. You know, it really means a lot to me. I know I'm only going to get maybe like 50 views on here, but hey, if maybe I can impact somebody out there, just one person, that's what it's all about. So yeah, I'm gonna finish the rest of this meal, watch me some Maxi Poo here, and then hit the gym here in a sec. Boom, let's get it. All right, so I made it to the gym, which is only a couple floors below my apartment, which is again the nice thing about living here, but check it out. So here we have the entrance. Here is the cable machine setup. Some really good hoist machines here, cardio equipment. You know, I got pretty much everything I need. It's a fully equipped gym. Got some leg press stuff there, dumbbell racks, Smith machine, a couple of squat racks. Look at all that. It's kind of a mess in here right now, usually a little bit more organized, but yeah, you get the gist of it. So this is my home gym. Very, very fortunate to live here again and have all this at my disposal. Right now it's a little late, and there's hardly anybody. There's one person here, so it's kind of nice because then I get the whole place to myself. I can film this content without really having to, you know, I'm still getting used to the whole like talking to the camera in front of people and uploading the stuff. So all right, let's get this workout in, and yeah, let's start off with a little chest movement. All right, so this is gonna be the first machine we're gonna be doing here to start off our push day. So I'm gonna be doing a chest focused fly machine. It's gonna get a lot of blood, a lot of expansion on my chest fibers, really get the mind muscle connection going before we go into the heavier type of movements. So usually what I like to do is place these so they go fairly behind me so I get a better range of motion. So I'm gonna place them right around here. And then gonna go for 3 sets here, fairly light, just to get a good pump, get the blood flowing. All right, a couple tips with chest movements is you wanna stick your chest out. So really bring your chest out either to the wall in front of me, or if I'm upside down on a bench towards the ceiling, you retract your shoulders. So you squeeze your shoulders together, almost like if you're doing a back movement. So you wanna retract everything, chest out, and then your shoulder blades with your lats, bring them down as much as you can. So boom, boom, and then that'll really activate your chest more than bringing in your shoulders or other body parts into the movement. All right, so that's set number 1. Now, as you notice, I made sure my form was good. What you want to do, again, is get as much range of motion on the way out, and then on the way in, you want to get as much contraction as you can. The whole time, remember, bring your shoulders back, chest out. That way, when you do come in, it's all chest. Imagine like you're just trying to squeeze your boobs together, pretty much. That's what you're trying to do there. What ends up happening a lot of the times is, with bad form, I see people hunch over. So try to bring the weight like this, and then you start bringing in your shoulders, other muscle groups that you're not really intending to work out. So that's just one tip right there. All right, last and final set. So this is set number 3 here. So usually I'll leave my maximum effort, go to complete failure on my very last set. The first couple sets, I just leave about 1 to 2 reps in the tank, but this is gonna be the one that matters, the one that counts. All right. Chest out, shoulders retracted. Big hugs, big hugs. Get a few more here. All right, that was a really good set there. All right, so now that the chest is nice and warmed up, we got all that blood flow in there, we're gonna go on to the next muscle group for push day, which is gonna be our shoulders. So same exact concept, gonna pick something that's gonna light, versatile, some flexibility, moving the joints. So let's go do some side laterals on the cable machine. Whew. So for this next movement, we're gonna be doing some shoulders. So I'm gonna grab the pulley here, bring it all the way to the bottom. Setting here, pick something that is light and manageable. We're not gonna go to full intensity to the very last set. So all you're gonna do is, usually what I do is I put my feet close to the guard here or to the rail, lean out a little bit. That'll keep you from getting too much momentum, using your legs to drive the weight up. So get nice and stationed, use a mind muscle connection. I start kind of flexing my outer head a little bit. Make sure that it's getting positioned correctly. All right, now that I'm ready, let's go ahead and get the first set here. Something I'm focusing on here is not using too much of my traps. I'm very trap dominant and try to use my traps to bring the weight up. So really want to make sure that I'm focusing on the shoulder head here. So I'm gonna turn around, switch arms, and I'm gonna repeat that for a total of 3 sets. So let's get the next arm over here. I'm gonna change the angle a little bit so you can kind of see it from the side, what it looks like. It's 12 reps. A little weight goes a long way with this movement. A lot of the reason for that is due to the fact that you're using leverage. So because your arm is extended out, things are going to be heavier than, let's say you're holding a 10-pound weight. If you're holding it close to you, it's going to feel like 10 pounds. If you hold it outwards, the leverage of the distance out from your arm, it's going to make that 10-pound weight feel like 20 or something along those lines. Don't quote me on that. I'm not good with science or math, but anyways, you get the point. So with this movement, since you have your arm out, a little bit of weight is going to feel like a lot more. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to go super heavy on these. The shoulders are coming in pretty good. That's something that, as far as for me, genetics, I don't have a very wide shoulder frame. So something I really need to work on is getting the outer head to pop out more, give me a wider look. But it's getting there. It's getting there. It's all about progressing. So I'm going to finish up 2 more sets here, 2 sets on each arm, and then move on to the next movement. All right, so we got the last set right here. I'm going to go to ultimate failure. Again, making sure that I'm engaging the shoulder head. I'm coming in front of me to get a full range of motion. Shoulders tend to go in front of you here as far as the fibers, so keep that in mind. Going forward, and then driving up with the elbow forward. All right, so that was the last set for shoulders here. So next we're gonna go back to doing a chest movement. We're gonna do a little bit more of a heavier compound movement. So let's go hit that up next. All right, so this is the next movement here. So we're gonna be doing some incline Smith machine barbell press. I've been using the Smith machine a lot more due to some shoulder injuries I've had in the past. This gives me a little bit more better focus on the chest, not having to mess so much with my shoulder joints. So I've been doing this. It's actually a note I took from Sebum, one of Sebum's videos. So something I've been applying and it works really well. It really lets me engage on the upper part of my chest. Something about your chest development over time you'll see is most of the time we're doing a lot of flat and lower pec movements. So like for example, like my chest, the lower part is very developed. I'm not really trying to grow that part too much more anymore. I need to get my upper chest up more. So I've been doing more incline movements than flat or decline type movements. So I'm gonna be doing this plus another incline movement after this, but let's start it off here with the first set. I am gonna do a little bit lower reps, higher weight, and a little bit more sets. So we're gonna do 4 sets, 8 reps on each set, and we're gonna increase the weight on each set. The very last set to failure. All right, let's get it. Chest out, shoulder blades back. Usually I'll go a little bit outside shoulder width apart. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. set number 1 done. All right, so this is set number 4. This is the last one. I'm gonna go for 8 reps. If I can do more, great, but 8 is the goal here. Whew. Let's get it. Get that upper chest activated. Jinxed myself. I got 6 reps. Oh man, that was pretty tough. I'm gonna blame it on the calorie deficit. Always an excuse. Oh man. All right, next week we gotta do the 8 reps. All right, next movement we're gonna be doing is some shoulder press, standing military shoulder press. So it's gonna be one of the best compound shoulder movements you can really do. I actually stopped doing these for quite a while due to like my shoulder injury. So a couple months ago, the shoulder injury I had, it also connected to like my trap area. So anytime I did any kind of like push movement, even if it was bench press, even back movements, something was off, something was unbalanced. And so a good buddy of mine that actually lives here as well, he does a lot of like body work, gave me some massaging, also worked with me on some flexibility movements, and then showed me how to do these properly. And what it ended up doing is it ended up like popping my shoulder blade back down properly. So now all my pushing movements, pretty much all my movements feel a lot normal again. I would say I'm like at about a 95% out of, out of 100%. Trying to do math in my head here. As far as like recovery. So everything's feeling a lot better, feeling, strength coming back up. So anyways, I'm gonna do this 4 sets, 8 reps, increase the weight on each set. So let's do set number 1 here. All right. Alright, so that felt pretty good. So definitely could have done a couple more reps. Like I said, I don't go to failure until the very last set. But overall, yeah, felt really easy. So definitely gonna be able to move up on weight, get a really good final set on this. Couple tips with this one here. Try to, again, pop that chest out, stand nice and straight, brace your core. I am wearing a belt, of course. That'll help me out a lot with my core. That way I'm not moving around. And I have actually like pinched a nerve on the back before. So that's something that, again, just kind of prevents me from doing that. So good posture to the side. Bring the bar up to your clavicle, about right outside shoulder width apart on the bar. And then look up, press up. Now, you'll see me only on the very last reps. On that last set, you'll see me cheat a little bit where I'm using a little leg drive to get the weight up. But besides that, these first couple sets, I'm trying to keep the form and everything really tight and clean to get the most out of, the shoulders making most of the work here. So I'm gonna rest up a little bit, usually about 90 seconds in between sets, and then move on to the next one. Here comes set number 2. I'm gonna do it standing this way. Technically with this rack, you wanna face the other way, but just for demonstrational purpose, I'm gonna do it facing the opposite way, because once I re-rack, it's a little bit harder to re-rack from the back. So let's hope I don't get hurt. Nah, should be fine. All right, sit up here. Felt pretty good overall, pretty happy with that set. So that's set number 2 there. I'm gonna add a little bit more weight on this next set and then see how that goes. But overall, everything is going pretty good. All right, this is the last and final set here. So we got 135 pounds on the bar. I'm gonna try to go for 8 reps here. Goodness. Got it. Oh, that's pretty rough. That's pretty rough. Whew. All right, so this is gonna be the last chest movement for the day here. So what we got going on is we got incline chest press. So we're gonna be using the dumbbells, and then we're gonna superset with incline chest flies, also using dumbbells. So I got 2 sets of dumbbells here. I got a heavier set for the chest press movement, and then for the flies, a little bit lighter, again, due to the leverage. You gotta go a little bit lighter with that movement. So this is actually my last set. I did not film the first and second set. I'm doing 3 sets total, and I'm going for a rep range of around like 10 to 12 reps. Since this is my last set here, I'm gonna try to go to a complete failure here. So I'm just gonna pump up as many as I can. So let's get it. Move on to the flies here. Chest out. Out the shoulder blades. Squeeze your chest. Show you guys a lot of range of motion here. All right, so that completes all the chest movements for today. I'm just gonna do one last shoulder movement, call it good. Oh man, oh man. You're gonna hear me say that all night. Oh man. All right, so coming to the end of the workout here, so we're gonna be doing one last shoulder movement. Again, for myself, I'm focusing on the width, on the outside part of my shoulder, so that's the outside shoulder head. Your shoulder's made out of 3 different portions, so there's a front, side, and the rear. So depending on the angles that you're hitting it on, depending on the workout, you can target them differently. So for myself, like I said, I'm trying to work on the side part. So we're gonna be doing some side lateral flies. Now, usually what you're doing is going straight out to the side here. So if, let's say you're looking at me from the side, elbows are coming up towards the ceiling, something like this, motion right here. I'm gonna do it a little bit different for this variation. Not that there's anything wrong with the other one, it's just for me, it's been working a little bit different. And I actually want to give a shout out to one of my buddies from Arizona out here, Justin Jayhawk, who's an IFBB pro. he gave me this tip, and it's actually changed, and I feel like it's definitely helped me out a lot with my shoulder development. So again, your shoulder fibers are running across through the front right here. So it made a lot of sense when he explained it to me. So usually we're going straight out to the side, nothing wrong with that. But if you bring it up in front of you, so bring the weights in front of you, you put a front foot just to stay stable, you're not using momentum. And then when you come out to the side, you're gonna go slightly in front of you. So you're almost gonna do like a Y. So you're coming up, of course, leading with your elbows and back down. Something like this instead of straight to the side. So that's really the only tweak that I'm doing on this specific movement here. Again, it's something that depending on how you do your angles, you're gonna hit muscle fibers differently. So there is no wrong or right way or best way, just change it up from time to time. So that's the way I'm doing it currently. It's working for me. So I'm putting a foot in front of me, so that way I'm not using momentum to get the weight up, bringing the weights in front of me, and I'm gonna drive up with my elbows towards the ceiling. Boom. Boom. Side view. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of about 12 to 15 reps. Probably gonna keep about the same weight. Currently just doing 20-pound weights. I'm pretty fatigued by this moment already, so I'm just really gonna give it whatever juice I have left. But after this, I'm gonna go do a little posing here in the bathroom. Really good lighting in there. So I'm gonna finish up the last set here, and we'll get there here in a second. All right, so here we are in the locker room. So I'm doing a little posing that we can see a little physique update. I showed you this morning what it looked like, but that was like morning, fasted, no pump, no lighting. So just to kind of give you a little bit of a difference in perspective. Everything changes with the pump and good lighting. The lighting here is prime. So this is current condition right here. I do plan on getting leaner throughout summer. Right now, again, just really trying to maintain as much muscle mass, also live a balanced lifestyle where I'm still, able to do fun things, eat good food from time to time. I'm not looking to get, superly shredded for like a competition or anything like that. So pretty satisfied where I'm at right now. Pretty easy to maintain and balance out. If I have a cheat day, I just have to, diet for like a good week, and then all the damage is reversed. So nothing too crazy. All right, let's get out of here, get the last meal in, and get my ass to sleep. Oh yeah, and we got elevator C. All right. So back at home. home now. Gonna end the day here, gonna end the video. But I got my last post-workout meal of the day, complete all my macros. So let me show you what I got here really quick. So we got another Greek yogurt bowl, kind of like what we did earlier for the midday snack. So 250 grams of Greek yogurt of the Oikos 000, of course. And then we got some frozen fruit on top, and then a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of sugar-free syrup. So that's the bowl there. And then over here, we got some rice cakes with little toppings on there based off of my cravings. So we got caramel rice cakes, and then we got some Justin's Natural Peanut Butter, and then we got some raspberry preserves, and then I used the reduced fat cream cheese on the other one here. So that's gonna be it, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really means a lot to me. If this helps you out, even if it's one person out there, you know, that's the main goal here. So, you know, we talked about nutrition, about, you know, working out, about mindset, and ultimately that's the stuff that really sparks me up. You know, it's something that I've, you know, taken on in the last year as far as, you know, just changing, you know, my ways and my self-development. So again, if you guys like this video, go ahead and thumbs up it. Leave a comment if you have any questions or have any ideas for upcoming videos. And make sure to share it as well, get the algorithm on my side. I'd really appreciate it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.